Hello my friends and welcome back to the channel. In this video I'm going to share with you some real truth. The truth of what it actually costs to stay sober, to get sober. And I base this on all my own experiences which are logged on this channel over the last 5 years. And the experiences of having talked to many thousands now of addicts and alcoholics, both in addiction still and in recovery. Firstly, if you'd like to help the channel, please hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, it all helps. And take a moment to click the link in the description, find out how you can participate in the channel and help the channel out. I'd really appreciate that. And thanks to those of you who've already done that. So the cost of sobriety. We live in an age now, an era, where instant gratification is king. Where we don't really have to wait for anything. We don't even need to really leave our houses at the click of a phone. We can order food in, we can do our shopping, we can pay our bills, we can live virtually, if you like, online. We're bombarded with adverts and in our news feeds and on our Facebook feeds or wherever. How quickly we can change our lives and this quick fix, how we can get our six-pack in a matter of a month and how we can lose weight overnight, and all this bullshit which we're bombarded with daily. The trouble is, over a long period of time, all this sinks in. And because it's so easy to do things these days, as regard to doing stuff online and whatever, we buy into it. The problem is with instant gratification, when people try to get sober, from whatever, and this video really is about whatever your drug of choice is, whether it's alcohol or opiates, whatever your drug of choice is, if food addiction, gambling, whatever. If we want to stop doing this behavior, then many people out there, and I know this from my own experience about people who contact me, are amazed that overnight we're suddenly not, just because we've stopped taking the substance or doing the behavior, that we're not feeling 100% that our lives haven't suddenly healed overnight and everything's hunky-dory and we've suddenly found this beautiful rainbow of happiness. I mean, some people experience the pink cloud when they first get sober. That euphoria that comes with sobriety. But then that soon dissipates and people are shocked that overnight things haven't changed. Well, here's the real truth. Like anything wonderful in life, and believe you me, getting sober and staying sober is a wonderful thing for everyone concerned, for yourself, for all those that love and care for you, everybody concerned in your life, your employers, everybody, is a wonderful and amazing thing to do. But the caveat to that is, it is also one of the bloody most gut-wrenching and hardest things that you'll ever do in your life as well. And also, guess what? Another home truth is, you don't just suddenly stop working at sobriety. The easy bit really, well, the easy bit, I say easy bit because going through withdrawal is not easy. And by the way, have a look back there's many videos on getting through withdrawal on this channel that you can refer to prepare you and help you get through it in the most comfortable way, if there is a most comfortable way. But, that's getting through that is the first part of it. The hard part, the really, really hard part comes when we have to learn to live life on life's terms without that drug of choice. I talk about armor plating my life. I have a daily list of things. And the number one thing I want you to take from this video, more than anything else, is that routine, building a routine, a daily routine, however small it may be to start with, because you may not feel like a massive, great routine. Well, I know you won't at the beginning of your sobriety. But building that routine slowly but surely, and having that routine and following that routine every single day without fail, however boring or mundane you think it is, will bring you consistency. It will bring you strength, and it will make you grow, and it will make you harder mentally and physically to cope with the daily demands of life hitting you in the face, which it will every single day probably. Because it's no bed of roses, as we all know. There's no, once the little pink cloud goes, we're back to square one again. You know, we have to live life, and we've had to make some really difficult decisions as well, you know, that you have to keep to every single day. Once you've got that routine in place, then you build on it on a daily basis, if you like, as you go along. My routine now, I call it armor plating my life, is, you've probably all heard of David Goggins. Now, a lot of people, he is extremely extreme, I was going to say. He calls it building mental calluses. So I follow his daily routine. It's taken me a year to build up to this. So apart from my AA, which is my choice, it doesn't have to be yours, but I believe connection is number one on the list, really, of all the choices you make. So whatever your choice is for that connection, mine is AA, then that stays at number one. But the armor plating of the rest of your life is up to you. And for me, it's making myself uncomfortable on a daily basis. That's not for everybody, but I'll tell you what, it prepares you for anything that comes your way in life. It makes you, and it becomes habitual. So, and I always say to people, it's a lot what he says, you know, don't quit when you're tired, quit when you're done, is one of his famous, he's an ex-Navy SEAL. He's probably one of the hardest men on the planet. And that's not come overnight, that's come with daily grind. He's not missed a run, for instance, since 2016. Now, you know, I know that's not for everybody. For me, building that mental and physical strength, you can take bits out of any routine you want. There's much stuff online that's good for you when you armor plate your health that way. It comes down to all the things I include in my day, like my daily diet, no processed foods, no sugar. That's extreme for some people. It works for me. You know, my breathing routines. The first thing I do every morning is go straight into a cold shower. And then I step into the Goggins routine every day, no excuses, work out twice a day. I'm 63 and I've got a metal hip. So, I could make excuses every day. I'll roll out of bed and feel like shit. And I stare at the shower and I think, fuck this. But I don't think about it, I just do it. And this is the key. Don't procrastinate. Don't negotiate with your brain. Don't let it talk you out of doing things. That's your chimp brain telling you it. That's the part of your primeval brain which will talk you out of anything uncomfortable. That's the part of your brain that'll say things to you like, you can have that cream cake today. It won't make any difference. You can just cut back a bit tomorrow. It's a part of your brain that says, don't work out today. Have a day off. You deserve it. You can always work out a bit harder tomorrow or the day after. And tomorrow never comes. And this is the issue with negotiating with your brain. So when it starts chattering to me, and I'm sorry about the language here, I just tell it to shut the fuck up. And I just get on with it. I don't think about it, I just do it. And I armor plate my sobriety every day. And the choice of your sobriety, the choice of putting a drink or a drug in your mouth, you have to make every single day. There's no days off from sobriety. There's no time off from it. You constantly have to work at it. And guess what? As the months go on, you get stronger and more comfortable in it. You have to make decisions that are hard. You don't go to places, you know, if you don't want to sit in bars, don't sit in bars if that's going to trigger you. There's an old saying, isn't there? If you sit in the barber's chair long enough, you'll get your hair cut. So don't do things that threaten your sobriety. You do things that are only going to enhance your mental and physical health, strengthen you against life, strengthen your sobriety. And you do it day in, day out, day in, day out, no days off, until you reach a point, you're armor plated, and then it's habitual. You don't think about it. You're on computer brain. You're just driving forward and getting stronger and stronger. And guess what? My mental and physical health are better than they've ever been, better than they were in my 20s. I'm 63. So if I can do that at my age, then there's no excuses for you. Stay strong, my friends. Subscribe, like, click the link in the description. Carpe diem. Seize the day today. Don't think, just do. Much love to you all. Bye-bye.